Hey everyone, as always, Dylan Miller Prospecting, and it's Paydirt review time again. And this time we're going to be visiting the Amazon to find some Paydirt. Unfortunately, it's not the Amazon jungle, it's Amazon.com out of California. And today we're going to be reviewing the bag from World Trinkets. This is their Arizona Paydirt. And when I first saw this hit Amazon, I was pretty sure it was just a new product from Golden Paydirt. But after looking into it some more, I am almost certain that this is not from Golden Paydirt. Not only is the bag different, but the seller's description is slightly different. And if you go to who the seller is, it actually shows who the seller is out of Arizona. So we're just going to go to the overhead, classify this down, pan it out, and get some of this Arizona gold. As you saw, not a very detailed description, but it does give you the very basics. It does tell you that the Paydirt is from Arizona and the gold is from Arizona as well. And it also tells you that there is a minimum of 1/10 of a gram of gold in this bag, which is something Golden Paydirt never does. So let's open this up, see what it looks like. And it did come double bagged, but I removed the second bag. Just so you know, they are both very thin bags, but there's not much material here, and I forgot to totally weigh it up to see. It doesn't give you a weight, but we're going to weigh it up just to see how much dirt is in here. I'm guessing it's just a couple ounces, but let's weigh it up just to see. Eight ounces exactly, so not too bad. 8 ounces of material. I don't know, obviously, if every bag will be the same, but that's what I got in my bag, 8 ounces. Check it for magnetite. Fair little bit, not too much. Does have some organics in it, I see as well. But let's listen to some music and classify this down. All done classifying it out, and I have to say it's pretty equal amounts. Maybe a little bit less in the +10 and a little bit more in the -40, but it's really going to tell where the gold is. I didn't see any in the +10. I did see some organics, and I really doubt at 1/10 of a gram there will be any gold in here. I'm pretty sure all the gold's going to be in this one, maybe a piece or two in here. And I'm really hoping to find a piece or two in this -40 because there is a little bit more material in the -40, and I'd hate to pan that all out for no gold. But only way to find out is to pan it out, so let's go set up some water and pan this out. So have my water, have my pan, have all my Paydirt here, and let's just get started with the +10 and listen to some more music. Well, finished panning everything out as you saw, and I have to say that was surprisingly more difficult than I thought it would be, but we will get to that in a minute. First, let's just show you the gold I found. In the plus 10, nothing, not even one little piece, but again, I did not think I would find gold in this classification. In the minus 10 plus 20, I did find one little piece, and that's what I guessed I would find in this classification. Again, I was only guaranteed 1/10 of a gram, so I didn't expect to find a lot of gold in the larger classifications. And then in the minus 20 plus 40, even more gold, but not much. Again, a very small little pile, maybe 20 pieces. And lastly, in the minus 40, even more gold. And this really surprised me. I did not expect to find very much gold in the minus 40, and there's actually a good bit of it in there, maybe 40, 50 pieces. So really surprised with that. And let's just weigh this up. I don't think this is going to budge the scale, but we will try. So no weight in the minus 10 plus 20. Try the 0.045 in the minus 20 plus 40. And lastly, in the minus 40. .055. So let's just weigh it all up and see if we got the 1/10 of a gram. There you go, 0.110. And we're going to be right back and talk about the Paydirt difficulty. Now, let's talk about how difficult this Paydirt was to pan out. And I will say it was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. There was more minus 40 gold than I expected, and it was a little bit cloudy. But overall, I would give this a medium for a beginner, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that there's only a little bit of material in here. There's only 8 ounces. So while it does have some fine gold and it is a little bit cloudy, there's not as much material to go through. So medium for beginner. I'm also going to give it a medium for an advanced panner, but it is very low on the scale. And for an expert panner, I would give this an easy. So that's it for difficulty. And now let's get to the ROI and the review. All right, finished calculating my ROI, writing up my review, and let's get right to it. This again was from World Trinkets, an Amazon seller. It was their 1/10 of a gram Arizona Paydirt bag. Its cost was $28.95. Shipping was free, so total cost right here, $28.95. Gold recovered again right here, 0.110. Now, gold spot on the day that this was received was $58.67, making this gold's value worth $6.45, making my ROI a not too good 22.28%, or on my scale, a 2.2. So now going into this, I knew it was going to have a very low ROI because they tell you it is only guaranteed 1/10 of a gram. And while they say it could be up to 1/2 a gram, I really doubted that. So I assumed I would only find 1/10 of a gram, which is what I did. Now, saying all that, for fun factor, I'm actually going to bump this up to a 3. I didn't want to bump it up too much past its ROI, but I actually had fun panning out this Paydirt. It felt like legitimate Arizona Paydirt. I liked the fact that it had fine gold in there, which is something you rarely see from things like Amazon, where they just want to make sure you find every speck of gold and you leave positive feedback. So I am bumping up a little bit to a 3, but it's not really going to help their overall score too much. Now, for Paydirt description, I'm giving them a 6. It is a very basic description. It does tell you it's from Arizona and you're guaranteed 1/10 of a gram, etc., but it definitely needed more information, even the weight of the bag, so you knew what you were getting. So they're getting a 6 for description. Now, for quantity and packaging, they're getting an 8. 10 for quantity because it was a bag of Paydirt as they stated. And for packaging, they're getting a 6 for the very thin bag. Even though it was double bagged, they're very thin bags. For customer service and shipping, they're only getting a 5. They did get a 10 for shipping because it went through Amazon Prime, which is extremely fast. But for customer service, I messaged them twice through the account that this was purchased through, as well as once through a second Amazon account, and they never replied to any of those messages, so they're getting a 0 for customer service. So total score for World Trinkets, Arizona Paydirt bag with 1/10 of a gram of gold guaranteed is a 4.8. Now that is an extremely low score, but I have to say I was pretty surprised at how much fun this Paydirt was to go through. You won't get a high ROI out of it, but for 29 bucks it was a quick delivery and I got my Paydirt fix. Now all that's left is to flash up the score, give away a 24 karat gold plated dime, so let's just flash up the score right here. Now, before I give out today's 24 karat gold-plated dime, I do need to give a shout out to one of my newest Patreon members, and that's Ronnie Duran, or Duran. So Ronnie, thank you very much for joining my Patreon page, and if anyone else wants to support this channel, you can go to patreon.com/Miller Prospecting. Now for today's 24 karat gold-plated dime winner, that's going to go to Debbie Hester. So Debbie, make sure you email me so I can send this off to you, and to everyone else, thanks for watching, happy painting, and if you're not already a subscriber, make sure you hit the subscribe button below.